All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So look, it's 9:41 right now, 9:41 a.m. I just made some coffee. By the way, check this out. I think that was like a dollar fine, 50-cent fine at a thrift store. Anyway, Adam Schefter just dropped a complete bombshell. He is reporting that two teams specifically have reached out to Urban Meyer, currently at Fox, about coming out of retirement and returning to the coaching realm. All right. One of those teams being the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting part, okay? Urban Meyer did not deny those requests. So there's some level of interest. As we all know, Urban Meyer is, wildly successful at the college ranks, right? At the collegiate level, dominated at Utah, dominated at Florida, dominated at Ohio State. Everything, when Urban Meyer arrives to a program, a collegiate program, he turns it around. He rights the ship. Everybody buys in. He connects with young players. The recruiting is off the charts. And of course, you can say, the recruiting is always good at Ohio State and it's always good at Florida. But, you have to give Urban Meyer credit. He's been in the league a long, long time. I actually rooted against him for pretty much my entire life because I don't really like the Gators growing up in Florida. And I never really liked Ohio State to begin with. But beside the point. The point is Urban Meyer has been doing this for a long, long time. Okay, he's won a bunch of games, won a bunch of championships. And it's crazy. You're starting to look around the league, right? Ex-Gators, ex-Buckeyes, in Alex Smith's case, ex-Utah Ute, right? Players that have been coached by one Urban Meyer. There's so many of them. But look, here's where it gets really, really intriguing. Okay, really interesting stuff. You're starting to look at what the Jets have been rumored to be looking for as it pertains to the head coaching position. Okay, and the first box, I would say the most popular, as far as I'm concerned, right, the thing that I've heard the most is that the Jets want to handpick a guy in college and bring him to the NFL ranks. Getting a guy, think of a Matt Rule, a guy who's created a successful winning culture, a guy who has a winning attitude, has a winning mindset, a guy who can take a program in shambles, they might not have a direction, immediately step in, get the younger players to buy in, getting a guy who can connect with younger players. Because the Jets have a lot of draft picks. The Jets are a young team as a whole, as we stand right now. I mean, I feel like the entire defense is like under 26 years old. It's absolutely bonkers, right? It's insanity. So getting a guy who knows how to win football games, getting a guy who can really just step in, commands respect, has done it before, won a bunch of games. He knows how to create a foundation and really just, install a winning formula. Number two, again, all rumors here, but it's looking like the Jets could be wanting to travel down the road of a managerial style of a head coach, all right? People toss around the term CEO style of a head coach. It's the same thing, all right? Think of a John Harbaugh, a guy who can oversee the entire operation. He's the manager of the team. You bring in a high-quality staff, great coordinators, play callers, guys that really have the same mindset, the same philosophy as it pertains to the sport of football, guys that you can trust. You can trust to call the plays. You can trust with the minute details of the sport, okay? Urban Meyer then can step back, oversee the entire system from a macro perspective and get the ship turned and really get the thing going in the right direction, okay? So, again, Meyer fits that bill. Think of a Matt Rule at Baylor, CEO style. Think of Joe Judge down or, with the Giants, and then John Harbaugh. When are the Ravens ever picking first? Top three? Never. They always get high, production from their veteran guys, their younger players, their rookies. They have guys popping out of nowhere. They're innovative. They always have a great staff. They're never out of a game. They're always competitive. John Harbaugh knows what he's doing. Part of that is because he trusts the guys around him and he can see the team for what it actually is and move it in the right direction. Okay, so Urban Meyer fits both of those categories. And then number three, a guy who can connect and create a culture with younger players. Part of that, that kind of is branching off of the college, getting a guy from college. But, again, that's what Urban Meyer has shown throughout the course of his collegiate career, okay, or his collegiate coaching career, I should say. Okay, so Urban Meyer checks all three of those boxes. It's going to be interesting to see if the New York Jets, and I don't know if we'll ever figure out, but if the Jets were one of those two teams, because we know Jacksonville was one of them, if the Jets were the other team that contacted Urban Meyer about coming out of retirement. Really, really interesting stuff. I'm sure there's going to be more to come. At least I hope so. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Would you like an Urban Meyer running the New York Jets? Or would you not like it? Okay, because there's definitely question marks about NFL development. There's questions about, quarterback production when, once they leave Urban Meyer, it seems like they completely fall off. You always hear the the complaints with Ohio State quarterbacks and Florida quarterbacks and Tim Tebow and JT Barrett and Cardale Jones and all these different guys that didn't work out, the Braxton Millers of the world. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll see how this game goes today with the Browns and the Jets. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.